Well, the winds have been strong out of the east, which is good news for folks going to the beach. It blows most of the effects, or at least the ill effects of red tide offshore. But Captain Johnny says it's still causing some problems for fishing, especially in South Sarasota Bay.
Last week it was the cheeseheads from Wisconsin fishing. This week, Kayla and Steve from Minnesota making a break to the Suncoast to get some warmth in before heading back to the frozen tundra. Captain Johnny says the fishing's been slow due to the red tide, at least in the bay, and that was right on this day.
Just kind of watch your line. You feel something pulled, you just pull up and start reeling.
The only thing Steve was feeling was the bottom at times. There was this needlefish, but hey, at least something was biting. We tried several places with little luck. If we got no action in about 10 minutes, Johnny said bring him in, and we moved to another place. Johnny was pulling out all the stops, checking places I've never seen before, with little success. He says that even though we don't see dead fish floating around from the red tide, it's still around, maybe not on the surface, but closer to the bottom. Kayla, however, did manage to hook up. A little one, but at least it was catching.
Feisty little thing.
And it was, as it gets caught around the motor, but Captain Johnny takes care of it.
Well, the little snooker biting, that's a good thing.
After a photo, it's back to getting bigger. They have to be 28 to 32 inches, and the season ends November 30th. The wind was also picking up throughout the day, so we had to duck inside a canal and found yet another.
Oh boy, what a day.
What a day.
Tough day on the water, but we did catch a few fish. Hey, remember, take a kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
Well, Captain Scott Moore says the fishing's pretty good up in the North Bay, and this is Kellen Hunt, and we've seen her before a couple of times throwing the cast net and catching all sorts of fish. She's having a good time there with that snook, and this is a monster snook. This is the one you got to throw back. It's bigger than that slot that we just talked about. This was aboard Captain Scott Moore's boat, and the snook are big near the beaches too, and so are the redfish. Occasionally catch a redfish around some mangroves and stuff, kind of tailing there. This up near the Sunshine Skyway, not too far away from there. And as far as the South Shore Anglers Club goes, well, speaking of Captain Scott Moore, he will be the featured speaker. And that'll happen next Wednesday at 7 o'clock in Ruskin, Florida. You want to go there and find some great tips from the captain. If you are interested in catching fish, you want to go there. Also, the big tournament taking place this weekend, this Saturday, October 29th from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. The actual meeting for the captains or anglers will be at the Meadows Community Association building there, and that is in the Meadows. That'll be Friday at 7:30. The fishing goes from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. If you want more information, go to fallflyfishingchallenge.com to sign up for that. And you still have a chance to sign up early prior, because you can save some money that way too.
Good idea.
Yes,
and you said that you tasted snook for the first time, and it
was
was
amazing.
amazing.
For the first time. I've never had it in 30 years. I never could catch it. You know,
hard,
that slot
yeah.
someone gave it to me. It was unbelievable. It was the best fish I ever tasted. I cooked it myself.
So, oh, well, way to go. Yeah, and that's motivation to get out there and try to get one, right? Thank you, Bob.